Due to the COVID crisis, many students are now studying online for the first time. Also, many instructors are now teaching online for the first time. As we're having conversations with those instructors, one of the concerns that they often share is that they miss their students. What they're trying to say is that they fear that in teaching online, they will not get to know their students in a very personal way because education is, at its heart, an intensely personal experience. Well, I would like to share information with you about one tool that you can use, and stay tuned, I'll tell you how it can be free to you, to get to know your students by using non-cognitive data. What is non-cognitive data? Well, you may call it soft skills, some call it grit, but it's things like these words: motivation, procrastination, willingness to ask for help, locus of control, things that kind of define the learner's learning personality. Imagine if you had a measurement of these traits, attributes, skills, and habits of your students. That would really help you get to know these online students. Well, the tool I'm referring to is the SmarterMeasure Learning Readiness Indicator, and it does just that. It quantifies learner readiness, specifically online learner readiness, by measuring these non-cognitive skills, attributes, traits, and habits. It provides the feedback in a very colorful and graphical score report that's all unique to the student. Here are some things that you could measure if you use just 2 scales of the assessment. There are 7 scales, but you don't have to use all of them. Imagine just using these 2, individual attributes and life factors. Look at what it's going to tell you about your students. You're going to understand their tendency to procrastinate. You'll learn what motivates them. You'll learn how they manage their time and whether or not they're willing to ask for help when they need it. You'll learn about their persistence habits as well as their view on their locus of control. You'll also learn things about how much time they have available to study, the level of support that they have from family and friends, employers, and possibly other people. You can talk about the place that they plan on studying, which is very important. How many distractions are in that place? And you can learn about their general health and finances if applicable. So imagine understanding all of those things about your students and having meaningful conversations with them about it. One way that you can foster that conversation is by placing a discussion board question or 2 in your online course so that students first take the assessment, then they respond within the community of the course. So imagine that you have a discussion board question about availability of time, and the students learn that, hey, I'm not the only one that's working X number of hours per week while studying online. Things like that can be reassuring to the student. We provide resources such as the one you're seeing here that give you examples of discussion board questions that you can put into your course. So if you'd like to use this, just send us an email at sales@SmarterServices.com. Mention this blog, and we can set up a free trial account for you with 100 assessments that you can use this fall with your students.